Hi guys, and welcome back to Let's Play, or Let's Answer Questions while playing Pokemon Stadium, Gym Leader Castle. In the last part we took down Brock, and I answered a total of 3 questions. This time I hope to get through the other ones that I have. And remember, if you want to ask me a question, leave it in the comments section. Comments are on approval, and I will approve the questions that will be answered. Ones that aren't approved won't be answered for one reason or another. Not really going to get into it. That's just all you need to know. So, let's go ahead and do Misty, and take on the 4 trainers protecting her with our registered set. Alright, let's go at it. And let me just open up the questions. Okay, next question comes from RoboJules, otherwise known as Spunkies. Anyways, let me just choose my Pokemon for this. Well, I think Cedric is going first. We had Dream Shogun. No, fucking Isnan, I guess? Whatever. Okay, and his question is, are you aware of the evil Zionist machine working its way through the American electorate system? They linked to the Illuminati and the NWO, who are working with DARPA to infuse fluoride water with mind-controlling substances so that the American population will blend to the will of the corrupt. Google it. Also, what's your favorite Sega game? XEDDDD. So he's just fucking with me at the first part. But I'll actually try to answer that. I have no idea what you're talking about. The election system is rigged in the States. That's all I'm saying. And part of the reason why it's rigged is because not enough people vote. And I agree, if you have the option between a giant douche and a turd sandwich, which is, yes, this is referencing South Park, you shouldn't vote, because then your vote you're not really voting for what you want, you're just sort of voting just because you can. But if you're just choosing not to vote because not voting is cool, or it's non-conformist, or it's against the system, that's not a good thing to do. Even one of my favorite punk rock bands, Anti-Flag, says you should vote because that's the one thing corporation can't take away from you. See, corporation is so afraid of the 99%. They are so afraid because no matter how much money and power they have, you know how many votes they get? The same as everybody else. Just one. Each person gets 1 vote. That's what they're so afraid of. That's why this voting system works the way it does. But it gets rigged because not enough people vote, and that's just the way it happens. Again, I'm an outsider looking in, because I'm a Canadian looking into American politics, which is never the best idea. But this is just my opinion on it. And that might piss some people off, but, I mean, take it for what it is. If more people just voted instead of not voting... Again, I can totally understand if you don't like any of the candidates. That makes sense. If you don't like anything they stand for, whatever. But, if I was American, I'd be voting Obama. And, no, I'm not getting into a political discussion about this. Your comment will be deleted. Okay, guys? Canadians just like Obama, okay? They don't know Obama. Okay, now I'm quoting Egoraptor. By the way, Game Grumps are awesome. You should check them out. They probably don't need my promotion, but they're fucking awesome. And at first I hated them, but now I freaking love it because they're just retarded, and it's awesome. Okay, as for my favorite Sega game, now, I'm going to split this question up into 2 categories because you weren't specific. My favorite game, okay, so there's my favorite game made by Sega and my favorite game on a Sega console. Yeah, I'll keep battling. Obviously. Okay, my favorite game Sega's made? See, I don't own that many Sega games, so I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Probably Sonic Colors. that game's just amazing. Sonic Generations is really good too, although I don't own it, so I should own it. It's a good game. I don't know how I'm gonna fight this person. They're mismatched. Got their Voltorb. If I send him out. Well, poison Pokemon are psychic Pokemon are broken, so I could probably send him out. But just as a start, and I'll take Jutsu and I guess Isnane for cleanup. I'm not gonna get to use Blackout in this thing, probably not until we're against like electric Pokemon. But anyways, my favorite Sega game on my favorite game on a Sega console. Right now, that's hard to say because I always grew up a Nintendo kid. I didn't have any Sega consoles. But if I had to pick, it would be on Sega Master System. It's Double Dragon. On Sega Genesis, it's probably Golden Axe. Because I love beat 'em ups, as you can tell. On Sega Game Gear, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, ironically, even though the game's easy as fuck. On Sega CD, I don't have Sega CD. I want one, but I don't have one. I know I'm taking this question really far. Let's see. On 32X, don't have one. Never played it. On Sega Saturn, Guardian Heroes, I think it's called. Guardian Heroes or Guardian Legend, I can't remember. I think it's Guardian Heroes. That's my favorite game on the Saturn. On the Dreamcast right now, it's Zombies Revenge. I know it's a retarded game, but it's silly and I love it. It's an arcade-style shooter. I love that shit. Keep in mind, I own Jack Bryan Radio, but I haven't played it. I own a lot of the, I own Shenmue, but I haven't played enough of it to say if I really like it. Also because the game freezes on me, so, I think I have to get a new Dreamcast. That or I need to fix it, because I'm having the power supply problem where it comes off the board, so, I'm gonna have to open it up and fix it. Ooh, did I actually miss? Oh, wow. Okay, wow, I've almost gotten through 2 battles and I've answered 1 question. Okay, alright, so... Okay, the next one's from Danny Koo, who does the Team No Fun pictures. And I want to thank her again for doing those, because those are awesome. Anyways, let's see, her question is... what is the strangest blooper you've ever had, either yourself or a person you're collaborating with, in editing your videos? If not that, what is the weirdest thing you came across / did at a con? For the first one, it's hard to say. I have a lot of silly bloopers. I think the dumbest one ever was, I did a sort of a Zatch Bell abridged for, or a Zatch Bell abridged recited, I guess, or fandub, whatever. Because I was a huge fan of Zatch Bell Bridge, and, what's his name, Born New Comedy is a good friend of mine. And so, for his birthday, I can't remember his birthday, or if I just got the idea randomly, I basically, from memory, recited one of his episodes. That's how much I was into his series. I remembered it. And, from memory, and changed a couple things. And there was this one line that it's not funny at all, but there's this one line the bank robber says, and he says, "Garfield, I fucking love Garfield. I remember the one time he ate the lasagna. Ha ha ha. I was laughing for like a month." See, it's not a funny line. It's a really stupid line. It's like, well, obviously, Garfield eats lasagna in every comic. How is that funny? But I couldn't say the line because I was laughing every time I read it. So there's like something like 10 outtakes of that one line. Anyways, who would I pick for this? Like, these trainers are getting fucking harder. And I don't have a grass Pokemon. I'll send out Iznade first, then Canadian Jutsu, then, I guess, Dream Shogun. Wait, why did I pick... Shoot, I did that wrong. Okay, anyways, now, what's the weirdest thing you came across / did at a con? The craziest thing I've come across at a con, or the craziest thing I've done? That's another good one. The craziest thing I probably have to say that I've done is, is probably doing that ecchi panel at Anime Next, because I've never done something like that, and it was a late night panel. It was my first 18+ panel, and I just couldn't believe some of the stuff that was being shown. Most of this was PO throw, by the way, not me. So, I didn't know all the stuff that was being shown up there, so that was crazy for me. The other thing was meeting, I forget the actor's name. He's a Japanese voice actor. He voiced Ikaku in Bleach. He's the voice of Link from the N64 games, and I think he still does it. And he was Bass or Bass in Mega Man 8. And meeting him was crazy because I've never met a famous Japanese person before. It was unbelievable. Craziest thing I came across. It's hard to say. Cons are very weird in general. Don't know how to answer that one. If I think of something, I'll reiterate it in another video, but because that always happens. It's like, oh, I remember now, and I'm not recording. So, if I remember, I'll either add it to the end of this video or do it another one. So yeah, sorry about that, Danny, but I hope that sort of answered your question. And I didn't abandon Team No Fun. I'm just putting it on hold right now because I'm not having as much fun with it. I'm having Fafi with it. I'm having no fun. Okay, so the next question is from Saif96. He actually had 2 questions. His first question is, what is your favorite game / game series? Well, if it wasn't obvious, Mega Man. Yeah, Mega Man's my favorite, and I know he's hitting a really bad spot lately, which really sucks. It hurts to see what Capcom's doing to him. But it's still my favorite game franchise. I think the next, the runners-up for favorite game franchise would probably be Monster Hunter, Pokemon, Double Dragon, or Tony Hawk. Those would probably be my top 5. But yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite game series. And his second question, which I'll get into here in a second, because I'm gonna get into another battle. Shoot, am I against the gym leader now? Yes, I am. I'm against Misty. Sweet. Time flies when you're kicking ass. Alright. That's why I should name the part. Alright. All water Pokemon, so this isn't a hard choice. And for backup support, I'm definitely not picking Blackout. I guess Dream Shogun. Okay, so his second question is, what got you into abridging? Well, what got me into it was, first off, I was a fan for about a year or so. My favorites were Naruto abridged, Yu Yu Hakusho abridged, Zatch Bell abridged at the time. And at school, when I would work on homework, I would listen to some of these series in the background while I do my homework, because I was taking web design at the time. So when I was doing code, I had something in the background to, you know, to keep me from going insane. So I would play. I remember I used to be able to memorize Naruto. I used to Naruto abridged and Zatch Bell abridged by heart, because I'd go through all the episodes each day, and if there was a new episode, I'd add it just to my list to play. So, and I think so. I was a big fan, and I wanted to try it because after school, I was stuck. I didn't have a job. I didn't have anything. I took 12 months of school for my first time, so I was done in August 2012. So I had 4 months. I spent 4 months trying to get a job, and actually longer than that. It ended up being 6 months, and I just had nothing to do. So in November and December, I was like, you know, I'm gonna try this abridging thing. And I'm like, but how do I do it? Like, I had no clue how to do it, and so I did what everybody thought at the time, which is, you know, just open up Windows Movie Maker, turn on your mic, watch the episode, and say whatever comes to your mind, and then edit that down. But I did that 2 times and it didn't work, and with me, 3rd time's usually the charm. So I tried it again. This time, doing the same thing but trying to do it better, and it didn't happen. And then Lanny Pator released his Lanny Pator Answers 4: How to Do an Abridged Series, and that really helped me because I didn't even consider some of the things he was talking about. I was like, oh, this makes more sense now. So I felt really dumb afterwards because I thought I was doing everything right. Ah, fucking idiot. So that video really helped me out, and that got me started into abridging. But I was already into abridging before I started, obviously, because you usually start as a fan and then become the creator yourself. And I've had ups and downs with it, and I think my more recent stuff has been my best stuff. People will argue that I've had better stuff, but I really feel my new stuff's where it's at. But why are you doing this to yourself, Misty? You know what I'm gonna do. Like, seriously? I guess I'm giving her too much credit, but yeah, that's how I got into it. I basically watched them, and in January, I posted my first episode. It took me a week to make. It's funny, I saw Kenpo's episode while I was working on mine, and I told him, hey, I'm starting my own series. Do me a favor and check it out when you're, if you get a chance. Okay, this is actually getting intense. I'm down to 1 each. Okay. Probably should use soft boiled instead of using my attack game. Anyways, eat my psychic. Oh sweet, I got to go first. So yeah. We'll hit. There we go. Battle's over. So yeah, I met Kenpo and I'm like, hey, I'm working on my series. Check it. You mind checking it out, subscribing and checking it out when it's out? He's like, yeah, sure, man, sounds good. So me and Kenpo were friends right away. So yeah, that was closer than I thought it was. So I shouldn't be cutting these as close. All right. Anyways, I beat the Cerulean Gym battle. Alright, guys. Next time on Let's Answer Q&A, or let's do Q&A with Pokemon Stadium Gym Leader Castle, we'll take on Lieutenant Surge. So please make sure you leave your questions in the description below, and please check out rivercitygamers.wordpress.com and my reviews, as well as updates from my reviews on my YouTube channel. My review YouTube channel, Zeromaster Reviews. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. By the way, I remembered another Crazy Con thing. Kineticon, what happened when we played James Bond Jr.? Want to see what happened with that? Well, the con video is up on River City Gamers, so check it out there.